Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Nuda the second, and today we're here for round number 1 of season 9. As you can see here, I'm starting a new simulation series. Yet another one, of course. I know I have the car one, but I think that's when I'm gonna make a bit of a break, even if I just did one round to allow the other tracks for that calendar to be made. So, yeah, here I'm starting trying to do every single race from the esports era. That's my intentions, and I'll see if I can do every single one. And yeah, I'll try to record the races when I can. And so yeah, that's how it's gonna be. And either way, we're starting here with season 9, a season where a lot of things change. Of course, uh, we said goodbye to the modern FA cars and we replaced them with the Formula Esports, which was a brand new car, of course, quite different thing. And for the first time, he raced with the costume mod for this instead of one of the base ones. And so yeah, we started here with season 9. Of course, other things change apart from the car. That was basically how the competition went. With the car changing, where some drivers will improved a little bit, like Nandi got much closer, also Grandi improved a lot this season, Rosin as well. We got some drivers really improving quite a lot. As this car was more practice driven, and so yeah, the drivers would put on the effort will be rewarded basically. And so we see also Soban promotion with practice less is falling off a little bit. Soban was very in season 8 was pretty much a season top 6 contender every single race, but sometimes you would see him more at the bottom during this season. And yeah, this was also the season where I wasn't on a main seat, as I got an amazing season in season 8, a bit crazy record at the time, and I was really happy. And with some of issues in real life, I wanted to leave and make a bit of a break, which then it didn't last long, as I was already racing on round number 2 and after Le Mans. But I think before Le Mans, I was thinking about coming back to a main seat because FGR needed a driver, and I was really thinking about coming back that soon, but I didn't. I stayed as a reserve and ended up just doing 4 races that season. Uh, yeah, this with Noms also not being at his best and missing a lot of races, Danny and Gamer end up being the ones challenging for the title, which would be quite historic for the first time. Me, Noms, and K would not win the title, so it would be a complete new thing. So yeah, this title fight between Danny and Gamer went down to the wire to the final race, where things have to go right. A lot of things have to go right for Danny to win. And at some point, he was actually looking pretty good. It was like fighting for the win while Gamer was in the mud. He was like in P15 or something, but then Gamer managed to make a recovery, which was impressive considering the track itself. Yeah, he went up to P5, and then he could not beat me on that race as he went for the stopper strategy, which in the end didn't work well. So I got the win that day. So yeah, it was really an amazing season. 4 drivers got 2 wins. Me, Noms, Gamer, and Danny were the ones, and Rito got 1 win, and Hernandi got the another one. So yeah, it's really incredible. 6 drivers got the win, and 4 of those got 2. So it was really a really amazing season. Yeah, and I got to both drive and also commentate some motor races. It was really fun. And also around the summer, so it makes things even better. So yeah, you see here looking at the teams. These were the drivers that I put for each team. As of course, sometimes it's not clear who I should put. Sometimes yeah, it really depends. Like there are teams that have different main drivers throughout the season, and so it's at some point it can be hard. Although I think there was not much debate about who I would put actually in this case. As we see here, Bud and Kado. These 2 drivers took some time to appear on the season, but I think they were the ones who then made the team more stabilized. As at the beginning it started with Kamikaze and Ramsey didn't even race, and Kami just made 1 race with E, T, and F, I think. Yeah, then we got Anti and Grandi. This was a start of this pairing that still lasts until today. Also here, Sob and Hanadi surprisingly ended up being the one leading the team, as in season 8 he was kind of just a number 2 driver compared to Danny. And then we got Cameron. Oh, also I should say this was Sob went to LSA as NTH and an LSA had a partnership, but then some controversy where Anti would give Danny his Blue Blizzard team because of the rules where it was part of the. Actually, not sure if he did because of that or if he just wanted to have some partnership with Danny. Then, as he basically what happened was that Anti gave Nordic Blizzard to Danny Mater, which then he created Mayhem Racing, and then he got his brother Rosim from VEO, and so they started a team here, Mayhem Racing, which they race for 2 seasons. And yeah, then Sobol then LSA got Sobol back from ATH as Anti wanted Grandi from VEO to start a Finnish lineup basically. And then Hanani was already here, so he stayed. But then got Gaben and Julo. They were already racing together in season 8. Julo was already in the team since season 7, and Gaben came in, and then they came in this season, first full season together for these two, and they got the constructors titles and the drivers titles, so this was really a good season for RMC, the best one so far. And in full force, they were a little bit sleepy, I guess we can say it. Nomus wasn't always present, but still he managed to get 2 wins, 2 very convincing wins, I would say. With he started the season with Jake Brad, but then Jake, after a disaster race, he retired. He didn't finish the race. He instantly left after lap 1, I think, and he never came back. Then he got replaced by Hats. Then here in SCP you got Mushes, who was racing for the entire season, and then Kubo, who came in for the second half of the season, which I think was really good because before that they didn't really have a second driver. It was supposed to be 16, but he never came in. So because of that, there were 2 races where the Mushes raced alone. It was really a disaster there. Although I think the second time was because of a glitch, like because of the full lobby glitch. Yeah, that was a problem. Then we got Urist, who at the beginning was racing with Fabio GGPT, but then Fabio didn't even finish the first race, and I think he always would have dinner time around the time of the races, so it would be really not possible for him to race. And then Zayn ended up being his replacement, who was quite promising. He was good in time trial, but in the end I think he kind of peaked in round 2, I think it's like 3, and since then he didn't really manage to match that pace, I would say. Then here we got Rito, who started the season really well. He got the win. At some point it was really challenging for the title against Gamer, after then he missed 1 race, because Rito got the second win in Baku, but then after Kialami he left, as he got a really disaster race there. He got the crash with Solo to the pits, I think, and he got only P9, I think, on that race, so he was out of the title fight, and he just left that season, because I think he also has some dilemmas with real life where he should race or not, so when things are not going well, he just decides to leave. And then Vlad02 here, he did 5 races, I think, across the season, but I think he was always the main driver, so yeah, I have to put him here. This pairing was obvious, of course. Danny, who challenged Gamer for the title, even though he got one less race. So I think he was certainly better than Gamer during this season. And then we got Rosim, being a good support driver here. Good teamwork between these two. Yeah, Rosim also improved a lot during this season. Yeah, that's it for the teams. And for this team, one thing that I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna use the Form A sports car, but with the maximum possible speed. so these cars can get up to 1000 kilometers per hour. Because I think it's just much better for the racing. Like it's a lot much fun, and you can see the consequences sometimes of trying to make a move on the wrong time, and makes overtaking a little bit challenging. And I don't know, sometimes it feels like when one driver gets faster than the other, it's just the fact that simply has more straight line speed. It's because it feels like he got a better exit into the corner. So I feel like it makes things a little bit more realistic. The other thing that I'm going to do, as you can see here on the top left, is the invitation team, which will have two different drivers each race. Sometimes they might repeat, of course, but should be mostly different. And yeah, the thing about this invitation team is to put drivers who have raced in this race in the real life, who are either in a main seat or a reserve seat. That's it, to have a little bit of a better representation of what this season was, to have more drivers who race for this season. So yeah, I think that way I could have 20 teams, and also for the pit boxes it's much better. Like here I wouldn't need to separate Rosin from Danny, and they both will be pitting on different pit boxes, and they'll be on the same one instead. So yeah, we got 20 drivers, but the point system will be the same. It's just the top 17 will score, so the bottom 3 will not score points for this. But either way, without any further ado, let's then go for the first race in Melbourne. Track made by Reese, which ended up being the first round, as either it would have been the custom version or the base version of Australia. And we raced on the base version, on the custom version here, then we raced on the base version of Le Mans. Okay, the screen is taking a little bit of time to load, but here we go now to the race here, qualifying of Melbourne. As you can see here, the drivers have a little bit of a slow start, but here we go now for qualifying here on Australia for the first round here at Melbourne. You can see here Nom's car. Now it's going to be the Lon leading the way. It pushes in second, really good start here. Now they're going to the back straight, a very fast section here. Now going to the very challenging chicane, which is a little bit different from real life, but still cool nonetheless. As we see now, Gamer 15 now trying to improve his lap, and then he goes up to pole position with a lap of 24.67. Nom's now in second place. Woon is going to have a much better run here into those twisting part there. But so here he goes. Now leading the way here, but Gamer seems to have more speed into the back straight. And then see Sobo as a really big group here. But I think for the third place, I think, yeah, we see now Danny Mate improving a little bit, only to P5. Now Nomskar takes pole position now, provisional pole, just 200s ahead of Kamer, as Pamusha is gonna keep third, and Sobo P4, then Danny P5. And then we see some Nandi, Rito, Buddha, Kamikaze and Zane on the top 10. It's really nice for those two. But now let's see on the third lap, can Gamer steal pole position from Nomskar? That is a big question now. Can he do it there? Who he can't? Buddha gets up to third place, really nice third lap there. And there you go. And here we go, let's then have a look here at the starting grid for this first race on season 9. And it's going to be Nomskar standing on pole position with a good lap there, 24.53. They're just 200 behind this Gamer. We will start alongside there, the fourth row. Then on the second row is going to be Buddha with an amazing 4 lap there against Pamushas in third. Then we got Danny Mater managed only P5 here, just ahead of the LSA drivers Sobo and Hernandi. Then Rito P8. Then we got Kamikaze and Zane closing that top 10. Really good results there. And then we got also Reese doing well in qualifying. That is quite new. He's just ahead of Julo, who got the title up here with Antti in P13. So I think we got 2 drivers tied here for P12. And then we got Kubo here starting from P14. That's really an amazing debut race here for the Polish driver. Just ahead of Wozim, who seems like to have some struggles here. And also Jake Bradley, P16. And then you got Carlo just ahead of Grandi, really not the best of qualifying. I know that he's not the best in qualifying, but he is really struggling a lot. They got Flat 02 also struggling, and then Hitman 8 starting from the last place. As you can see, really the tight grid here. Only 1.2 seconds, 0.1 seconds between each other. So yeah, between first and second. So here we go now to the race then. As we should have a bit of loading screen, as it's a big track here, but hopefully we should not have that many FPS issues. But alright, here we go, the drivers are ready, gonna have a sunny start, and here we go, we are racing here in Season 9. And it's Nom starting in first place on the hard tires, as we've seen also Gamer in second, trying to do something here with now Bud and Promotions. Gamer gets down to the grass, he's gonna lose a lot of positions now. Oh my god, that's not good start from Gamer to this season. He's already down to P9. He's not trying to pass Comi and Nadi on the middle. And now you can see his Anti's gonna pass him on the outside. But meantime, who's leading? It's Tom's car still with Promotions in second and it's Buda in third. Can he take second from Promotions? I don't think so for now. He's gonna have to stay behind there. But now we see here it's Stanimator. Maybe trying inside as they go to the grass on that kind of chicane. Very large chicane there. We see here now Rito. Oh my god, losing a lot of momentum here. What can he do? He is now Promotions, maybe trying to lead off the race and having some FPS issues, but I think should be over now. Okay, yeah, it's looking nice. As we see here, Bud and Rito, and then Sobol. Now maybe try the outside. Oh my god, he's kind of pushing Rito there. See now going a little bit side by side there into P5 as we see Andy already up to P7, now P6. He really having a good start, unlike Gamer, who started from second place and already down to P8, but he's still recovering a little bit. You can see him trying to maybe pass Rito for P7. But yeah, in the meantime we see here Stanimator versus Promotions now. Is this for second place? Can he take it? I don't think he can. Yeah, he's going a little bit off the track and now Buda might be able to benefit from this. But I think then he just managed to hold on there to the third spot. We see now Anti trying to get closer to Sobo. Now they're going side by side now to the chicane, but Anti messes up the corner. And now his Rito's gonna punt him from behind. But he cannot really pass him there, so he's gonna stay behind. And now we see Gamer here in P8. As you can see already the grid separating each other. In real life we would see the drivers slipstreaming each other quite a lot, and so they will be quite all bunched up. But he's kind of the opposite, as tracks with more full speed sections end up being the ones where the AI can separate each other more, as momentum is really important with these cars. And now we see here Sobo now passing the animate, is losing a couple of positions, and now Anti is trying to join this party here. There goes the Finn. Maybe now going side by side with Sobo. He's gonna go for the outside. Will that work well? Oh, it doesn't really. He's gonna lose a lot of positions there. Oh my god, it's really slow. Really going for those corners very slowly there. I think we're gonna take out the names to make this game a little bit faster here. Oh my god, I think his Rito's gonna push Anti off the track. And now we see here Grandi P7 and then Cado in P8. Really amazing race from the Frenchman here. Good debut right now, as he was more at the back. I think, or actually I think he started from the top 10. But yeah, we see here Promotions in second. And then it's Noms leading the way on those hards, and he's really doing nicely there. So Noms might really have a good start for this season. As we see here, oh my god, then he made really messing up the chicane. The Sob is gonna punt him from behind, now in P5. And then we see Grandi. The Anti lost quite a lot of places. I think it was when he went deep into the grass. And now we see so much of drivers pitting. It's Gamer and Anti with some ghosted pit stops here for the first round. Make things a little bit easier. But yeah, we see Gamer and Anti. Now he's gonna take the spot here. It's Gamer now up to P13. Of course they lose a lot of positions here, as they will be the first of drivers of the pits. It looks like Het and Jula have pitted as well. And now we see Hernandi try to pass Rosim for P9. And now Rosim goes into the pits. Now you can see, oh my god, it's a nice move from Zane. And now we see Hernandi. Ankles very close as we see 3 drivers right ahead. And I think it's Danny and I think Buda as well. Yeah, Buda right here with Danny Mater for P6. And then we see here Cado. Now try to pass Grandi. Now he's going for the inside. He has more momentum. Is he going to the pits? No, no one is pitting on the mediums. As you see here, And yeah, then we've got Sobol already 7 seconds behind Nomskar, who's doing really an amazing race. 7 seconds into the lead in just 7 laps, 10 laps. He's really doing amazingly well. And I was gonna get some slowdown here. I think the name's gone. The game really seems to be faster now. As we see now Kubo getting lapped, but getting a penalty as well as to pushing, I think, Rito off on the chicane. Now we see here Buddha now Pamush is trying to benefit a lot from this. They go into the main straight here. And now Pamush is on the inside of Buddha, he's managed to pass him. Now can you do the same with Rito? He goes for the outside now. Buddha with the double overtake. There he goes, Buddha up to P6. Really amazing double overtake there. As we see now Pamush is getting the penalty and he's going to get a little push from his teammate, who's now racing in last place. We see Rito messing up the chicane. And so Pamush is already right next to him. And there he goes up to P7. And now Rito goes into the pits. He was kind of dragging Kubo there. He was already pitted and now, oh my god, Razim! Oh, what happened with Razim? I think he already pitted before, but see, he got dragged again. And I think he's... Where is him in the standings? Oh, he's in last place. Oh my god, what a disaster from the jammer. This is a really huge upset now. Because he got forced to pit for a second time and now he's in last place. And considering the way that the game works, this is really not great. Because now he's gonna have to use the overtaking line to let the other drivers pass on the main one. Because he's getting laps basically, and also it's the position modifier is in last place, so he's gonna have the least speed possible. But let's see what can he do till the end of the race, if he can still catch up to someone. But he's already 10 seconds behind Kubo. And so that's really not ideal. Really not having the best of races. In the meantime, you can see here Noms down to second place as he got undercutted by Danny Mater, but he has much better tires, so he should be able to catch up to the German. As you know, you got also the mediums who are certainly faster tires. As you see here, Pamushas and Buddha battling for the last podium position. Really good, nice race here. And also, I don't think it's not the debut from Buddha. He raced in not sure, season 7, I think season 8, I think it was around Lancet Ring where I started to see Buddha. Yeah, we see now I have a few Buddha messes up the chicane. Now Pamush tries the inside line, but Buddha managed to keep the position pretty well there. So there he goes, Buddha. This turning driver keeping third. Meantime, I was seeing more battling here. You got Kado, Jules, Komi. And they go very close to each other. You can see, oh my god, Komi gets completely tossed to the grass. But in the meantime, Usaik Nom is already on the tail of the animators. You can see so much lap traffic here. But here he goes now. Nomskar on the inside, he's gonna take the lead of the race. He has better tires, so he had to do it. But I see here the animator a little bit to the grass there. You see, what can he do? Heels, oh my god, he gets pushed by Nomskar, gets a penalty there. He's gonna get the penalty, but look, he gets punted by Kamikaze, so he doesn't lose too much momentum. But still, he's not looking that great, as we see now. Andy coming, Noms going free wide there, but now Noms, now in second, he's gonna have to catch up to Danny again. So this really gained Danny some time. As we see now, Pamush is third. Looks like Puli is going to the pits again. Going for a second pit stop and going for the mediums this time. As we see now, Gamer right behind. Here in P8 at the moment. Really not having a good recovery after that disaster start. As he got completely pushed and really deep into the grass. And really lost a lot of position from second to P9. Now down to P10, but he has pitted for the second time, like here. Kadon Nandi. But Buddha has done that second pit stop already. As we see now, oh my god, Grito really deep into the grass with Anti. That's really not great, especially when Anti is getting lapped. And so it really just makes things worse now for Rito. In P6, he was battling with Pamushas for the third place. But now he's ready on that spot. Really good race here from the Fiend. To now find himself on the podium position. But in the meantime, still see now Nomskar Husaki managed to pass Danny Mater as well. He's up into the lead of the race. And we see now, oh my god, Danny with the big mistake into the chicane. Now he's losing more time. He's gonna go to the pits. No, he's gonna stay out. As we see now, Grandi in third place. And then it's Pamushas right here with Sobol, then P5. We got here his teammate Nandi messing up the chicane as well. Now it's gonna be Gamer, and yeah, Gamer's trying to pass him, and he has much better tires. But for now, it not seems to be possible. As we see also Kado versus Anti, I think, but Kado is actually lapping Anti. That's quite impressive, I would say. Because Anti is really having a disaster race, only P14 for today it seems. As we see here, Gamer trying to chase down Nandi, who is now in P6, but let's see Gamer on the inside. Can he try it? He can't. He has to stay behind for a little bit longer. But now there he goes, better exit into the main straight. They're gonna try to go side by side with each other. You can see now on the outside. Can he make the move there? No, he's gonna have too much. He's gonna take too much grass there. You see, Nadi's really struggling on those tires, but can Gamer make the move finally? You can see him now on the outside. Can he take the move there? You can see, oh my god, he's gonna mess up once again on that chicane. That chicane is really proving to be the toughest spot of the track. So Gamer can really not get around Nandi. As we see now, the Mush is also right behind, but now Gamer has the inside line. Can he finally take the move there? I think he can. There he goes up to P5 there. Oh my god, Nandi still tries to fight it, but Mush is right here looking to pass these two drivers as soon as he can. He also has the fastest hard tires, so here he goes. Maybe on the inside line to one of the last corners. Oh my god, there he goes on the penultimate corner, but looks like Nandi is going to the pits either way. So Gamer really lost a lot of time with that. As we see here, now Grady up to second place. Looks like he got the second, no actually third, I mean, as he got the pass here on Sobel. He has much better tires, he made already a second pit stop. But now he sees Pamush is trying to pass Gamer, he's gonna get the penalty there. Big penalty here from Pamush's. Allowing Gamer to stay now in P5. In the meantime, we see a freeway battle, I think, at the front. As I don't know what happened with Animator, but he is already behind Grandy, who already made 2 pit stops. And now he's battling with Sobel now. Sobel gets the penalty, so Grandy, Danny is gonna keep the third place. Yeah, there goes Danny having to go to the pits. Those tires were dead. Really deadly there. And you know, there goes Danny to the pits. And now he's going for the soft tires. And he really got a long way back now to try and maybe catch up to Grandy is now leading the way as Numscar has PTs for a second time. So Grandy is really doing an amazing race here in Australia, Melbourne. You see here, the Animator in P5 and see, oh my god, Gamer's messing up the chicane once again. Really huge hard part of the track here in Australia. Now we see some battles here. We got the invitation drivers racing close to each other, although Shakeback is getting lapped by Komi. So Komi is really having an impressive race here in P12. But this might be the first and the last race of this season for him. So he's trying to do the best as he can for the invitation team. And we see here, oh, Danny to the pits! Oh, then Danny got stuck into the pits. He's gonna have to pit again. Oh, this is a big disaster for the Animator. Oh my god, it's really not good for him. He was running his first place at some point of the race when he undercutted Nomska, but now he's down to P8. And now he sees Gamer is gonna pass him. Oh my god, this is not good for the German. Really not a good start from the season. The exact same thing happened to Razim, so Mayhem not really having a good start of their careers here, as it's the first race for the Jammer team. But now we see here it's Gamer versus Rito. Ooh, but he goes into the grass. And also we got the LSAs now battling each other. Will Hennady let his teammate pass Sobel? Yes, he's not really not gonna do that for now, but yeah, now we got Gamer also shutting down Rito for P5 as Gamer is really trying to make a recovery here. Ooh, there he goes now on the inside. Gamer takes the position. No, it's up to P6. As in the meantime, we see now Sobel and Hernandi going side by side to the chicane, and Hernandi pushes his teammate off. He's gonna get the penalty, so both of them lose time. And look who's right behind here. It's Gamer 15. As you can see now, goes for the inside of Sobel, and now he takes P5. And now he's gonna chase down Hernandi. Can he make the good recovery here? As you can see, trying to put himself now in P4. against Nutty now. Is he gonna mess up the corner? And oh my god. Really huge mess up. As you can see here now, Danny Mate is right behind him. As you can see here, the two title protagonists from the real life season now battling here for P6, having a really slow start to the season. As we see right down here, we see Gamer. Then Nutty with, oh my god, really going deep into the grass. Now someone's finally gonna get rid of him, it seems. As he's 9 seconds behind Permushus, who's here pretty much in no man's land in 3rd place. But Grant is just 2 seconds ahead, but he has much better tires, so I don't think this will be a position for Permushus to fight for unless the rain comes in on the right time. But yeah, now we see he's 20 meters versus Gamer, but then he messes up the first corner. Maybe I should have checked up the AI lines and tried to adjust them myself. But I thought this would be my AI lines from season 9. But the track was changed a little bit. As you could see, one of the corners on the top left. That section could have got more challenging now. But either way, got now Gamer getting lapped by Noska, but now we see Danny Mater. Maybe try to move there on the outside, he can't do it. So we see Spood is gonna get the penalty for that. You see the drivers already is quite separated by some gaps here in Melbourne. We see now, oh, Gamer gets the penalty there. We're pushing Nomskar off the track. You see here that he made turn now trying to recover to go for a P5 here in Australia to start the season. Still a little bit slow, I would say. Not the best of starts from the German that would hope for. Then also Gamer 15 here, still P5. As much is not really happening, you see that he made messing up the chicane, so that opens the door for Nutty to take P6. Yeah, now he's chasing down Gamer 15. Was chasing him some laps, few laps ago. But let's see now if Nutty goes for the inside line, and there he goes. Who's gonna get the penalty there? There's been quite a lot of penalties in this race, which is quite surprising. But now it's Nutty, looks like he's still gonna keep P5. So they didn't lose that much, but now he's gonna lose sometime behind Nomskar, which has 4 positions ahead, but you can see he's lapping him. And yeah, it's a really weird race here in Melbourne. As you see here, oh my god, Nutty once again getting another penalty here. It's the 2nd lap in a row. As you see now, Gamer is gonna come back on Nutty. What can he do here? Maybe on the inside now he's gonna have the same line, because they're gonna get lapped by Noms, of course. And to let Noms pass, they're gonna have to use that line. But now Gamer goes for another pitch stop, and I think it might be the last one. But then she's lap number 37, and he's gonna go for the mediums, so yeah, that confirms it. His Noms going for the soft tires until the end of the race. As Grady's gonna pit right behind him, so I think this seals Noms' lead and seals the win, I would say. As we see here now, Sobel gonna be in 2nd place for a brief period here. We see now Grady trying the inside, doesn't work well. Maybe he's gonna try and pass him again. You see now with 6 laps to go. Now there goes Grady on the inside. Oh, he's gonna get pushed there. That's so surprising. He does not get a penalty. Penalties have been really common here. But now there goes Grady. The much better momentum there to the main straight, and so there he goes up to 2nd. As someone needs to make another pit stop. And now he's totally potentially get the undercut by Permushus here for the 1st place finish. As we see then Nandi, then got Rito, then he made the Gamer. Let's see, Permushus on background getting a penalty there, but now it's Gamer up to P7. Try to pass Rito in P6, as Rito has much older tires, so there goes Gamer. Now on the inside line, go to the final 2 corners there. Can he make the move there? He can't. Rito managed to stay on the outside. We see here now, going side by side to the first 2 corners now. There you go, into the very twisty section here. But now Rito still keeps P6 against 2 giants here. 2 big sharks here trying to pass the drivers, just doing his 4th race of his career. As now then he goes for the outside, really nice move there, but he goes to the grass, so Rito is gonna come back here. Really nice freeway battle here for a P6 of the race. Yes, now it's just 3 laps to go for these drivers. And now then he's gonna mess up a little bit, but there he goes now, Gamer up to P7. Now can he pass the Polish driver into the chicane? Might be a little bit mess up there, but here we go, side by side with each other. Gamer goes to the grass, but now he's gonna keep the position out, then he's gonna pass him as well. No, Gamer goes to the grass as well. Oh my god, really huge chaos here. As now Nobska is gonna lap him again. But there we do see here now Gamer on each side. There he goes, he's not gonna get the penalty. Then he also goes deep into the grass because of Kubo. So Gamer is up to P6. Then he made it P7 and it's Rito P8. As in the meantime we see here Nomskar about to win the race here. What a domination performance here, but there he goes. Nomskar wins the Australian Grand Prix. Grundy's gonna be second place. And then Pemusha's gonna get third place. Really interesting race. You can see, oh my god, actually it's not over yet. As you can see now Sobel is gonna pass him. Oh, I think Sobel is gonna do it. Sobel gets third place right on the line. As now Hanani's gonna finish P5 here. Then we see Gamer P6 and Danny Mater P7. Really slow start for those two drivers, also for Vito as well. But here we go, guys. It's Nomskar gonna take the lead here on the opening round, and then Grady with the first podium ever is finishing in second place, just 2 seconds behind Nomskar, and also he's gonna get fastest lap 34.38, so he's gonna get an extra point for that, of course. And so he's gonna complete the podium here, and Pemush is being on his LSA sandwich with Hnadi being at the bottom in P5. Then you got Gamer finishing P6, that's ahead of Danny Mater, then Rito in P8. And then you got Zane with a really amazing race there in P9, and then Kado also in P10, another amazing race there, beating his own teammate here, Buda in P11, then Kamikaze for the invitation team here in P12, and then you got Vlad in P13, then it's Anti with a very disappointing result on P14, and same for Zul on P15 today. Then you got Racing P16 just ahead of Hetmanek, and then you got Jake Brad, Kobo, and then Rosim in last place after that pit stop disaster. So here we go, guys. This was the first round of this season 9 simulation series. Hope you guys have liked it. Next round is gonna be in Munich, and see you next time.